Your local news leader. This is Passepartout.
Good morning, and I thank you for joining us. I'm Renee Allen. Residents across Acadiana are experiencing the aftermath of Thursday evening's severe weather. It's the second time this week Acadiana braced for severe weather. News 10's Jasmine Dean brings us a look at some of the areas with storm damage and the cleanup.
Behind me is an uprooted tree that was blown over into a woman's apartment Thursday night. The damage is so bad, she has to move.
And I'm going, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening.
Severe weather rolled through Lafayette and surrounding areas Thursday night, knocking out power, damaging homes, and knocking over trees. Veronica Size is just one of the many people dealing with storm damage after this week's severe weather. She says she was working overnight when a large tree fell through her roof at the Holly Place apartments.
I had pulled a 12-hour shift, and I'm coming into Lafayette. I get to the driveway. I come around to get some rest, to go up my stairs and sleep. Here is a gigantic tree.
Sai says she was not prepared for what she was about to see.
I look up and the tree is in my apartment.
Another resident says she was at home at the time the tree fell and described it as a thump. She also says the winds were very strong.
And I opened the door, the wind was pretty strong, like the door almost busted me in the face. Like that's how strong the wind was.
Sai says she's in the process of moving and the only thing she lost was her bed and her favorite recliner. She's just glad the stuff she lost could be replaced.
I just think and praise God that it was stuff and not me.
Sai says it's a miracle she was working overnight when the tree fell, and she's thankful no one was hurt. In Lafayette, Jasmine Dean, KLFY News 10.
Then a Lafayette woman details horrifying moments when a tree fell on her home and trapped her inside. 64-year-old Sheila Barber, a resident at Victoria Village, says she's lived there since 2005, but has not experienced anything like this before. She says she was sitting in her living room Thursday night when she heard the wind begin to whistle and shake her home. A few moments later, a large tree in her yard snapped and fell on top of her home, trapping her inside. She says with hurricane season on the horizon, she feels unsafe in her own home.
Thanking God it didn't come through and hit me in his home. I mean, mobile homes are dangerous to live in. And I was anxious. I was very anxious. I couldn't sleep. It's just getting really bad, and we're not protected from anything anymore. And it gets scarier and scarier every time.
And speaking of damage, News 10's Dawson D'Amico takes us where a tree caused serious damage to a Lafayette home and blocked off an entire roadway.
Just started hitting us with the wind and the rain, and all of a sudden, just all the trees just went sideways, and it just got dark on us.
According to neighbors, the fallen tree was rotting, and it was only a matter of time for it to come down eventually. The high-powered winds did just that, and more, when the tree came down on the house across the street and blocked the entire road for cars not to be able to pass. Neighbors say the crews worked all morning and into the day to clear up the road and the debris from on top of the house. Ezra Babb says he was outside when the storm picked up, and the power then shut off, making it impossible to see the damage.
The first thing you seen was the actual power blew out, the transformer blew. And then after that, there was a secondary explosion. And then there was the third one that was basically, I guess, the initial from the tree falling down. Yeah. You know what I mean? That actually blew sparks over towards on this house right here.
Thursday's storm brought wind speeds up to 80 miles per hour in different parts of Acadiana. Christopher Pohl and his friends are from out of state. They say they have never experienced storms like this before and cannot imagine what it is like during hurricane season.
I can't imagine because I have no clue what it's like. You know what I mean? This was just a little taste of it.
And that was Dawson D'Amico there. Again, authorities say an arrest has been made in a deadly unit shooting. 18-year-old Dylan Rainville of Frierson is charged with second-degree murder and aggravated cruelty to animals. He's accused of killing 19-year-old Trey Guillory Jr. and his dog on April 8th at Guillory's home in Eunice. Meanwhile, the Biden administration moving to reclassify marijuana as a less dangerous drug. Marijuana is currently a Scheduled I drug, the same category as heroin and ecstasy, but soon it could fall under the same classification as prescription-grade Tylenol.
Look, folks, no one should be in jail merely for using or possessing marijuana, period. Far too many lives have been upended because of failed approach to marijuana.
The move would not legalize marijuana, but it would make it more accessible for medical and research purposes. It also means marijuana possession could carry less severe penalties. The Louisiana legislature is poised to invest millions into controversial anti-abortion pregnancy centers. Capitol reporter Shannon Hecht brings us some details of the move.
The bill looks to replace federal funding with state funding for the controversial anti-abortion pregnancy centers. Senator Katrina Jackson Andrews says that she wants to get mothers in need connected with resources. Other agencies say that there's not enough oversight of these centers. The state legislature is looking to triple the amount of money they are giving to the controversial pregnancy centers. They began as anti-abortion clinics that did not provide official medical care and referred women to other resources and information. State Senator Katrina Jackson Andrews says that she wants to find ways to reduce Louisiana's high maternal mortality rate.
The young lady that's not here today that testified in the House committee of this, that she's become a healthier mother. Her second pregnancy was better because of her health. Also that her partner was able to receive counseling with her.
Lift Louisiana's 2022 report on the center showed that misinformation has been shared with women about emergency contraception and abortion. The bill puts the grant money into the hands of a nonprofit, which Lift is concerned will mean there are no standards or oversight of the centers.
The Department of Children and Family Services really needs to make sure that they're doing their due diligence, that they could build into the RFP process for anybody who receives this grant funding.
The funding is also a backfill of federal funds in a way, as the Biden administration cracks down on how the state spends temporary assistance for needy families' dollars. The bill now heads to the House floor, where it could be its final vote before it's sent to the governor's desk. At the Capitol for your local election headquarters, I'm Shannon Hecht.
And lastly, the state Senate passed a bill that would require every public classroom to display the 10 Commandments. The argument for having the commandments displayed is that they are historical documents. State Senator Adam Bass claims all of the country's laws are based on the commandments. Others said it is unconstitutional to have the Christian doctrines posted in public classrooms.
There has been a case that has come through the court system recently to change the test from the Lemon test to a historical significance test.
Well, when this bill becomes law, it will be challenged and it will likely be struck down. We're going to spend valuable state resources defending a lawsuit when we really need to be teaching our kids how to read and write.
The 11 by 14-inch posters will now be paid for by the state. Schools will be able to take in donations to print them. The House has to accept the amendments before it is sent to the governor's desk. Trevor Sonier over in the Weather Center, and all eyes are on you and to the sky as well. Some turbulent weather for us. It's just up and down, really.
Yeah, but the good news, it looks like it will be coming to an end across the area through the next few days, and we'll see sunshine and we finally get a chance to dry out. Let's take a look at Storm Team 10. This is our Sky 10 camera network. This is showing Iberia, New Iberia, and still some light rainfall showing up there, mainly across southeastern portions of Acadiana. Storm Team 10 radar, here it is. It shows those storms working from southwest to northeast. The heaviest storm action all night has stayed offshore, so that's certainly good news. Rainfall rates were not incredibly high through the overnight hours, and we did not need that needed rainfall, or that additional rainfall, I should say. So that's actually a good sign. That's a good news, but it looks like now the rain is pushing out of the area, and we'll see mostly sunny skies. If not today, we'll see that sunshine later on tomorrow. So New Iberia, Franklin, still seeing some of that light rainfall. Pierreport moving towards Morgan City. Still a few lightning bolts showing up there. 72 in Lafayette, 70 in New Iberia, 69 in Lake Charles. Satellite radar looping things into motion. Notice the heavier storm action stayed offshore all night last night. We did have training thunderstorms, but the good news, all that rainfall fell over open waters and not across the very saturated grounds that we have across Acadiana. We have received a lot of rainfall over the past week or so, so we did not need any additional rainfall, but luckily it stayed offshore and now it's moving east of us, and we'll get a chance to dry out through the next most likely 5 to 6 days here. Temperatures rising through the 70s, lunchtime around 82, and we'll be nearing 90 degrees for a high later on this afternoon. Notice this rainfall pushing out of the area. Skies may take a few more hours to clear out, but I do think we'll see some sunshine later on this afternoon, helping to start that drying process for tomorrow. Mostly sunny skies for sure, just some fair weather cumulus clouds here, but that would be about it through tomorrow and through much of next week. Upper 80s to near 90 degrees for this afternoon. Definitely feeling more like summer. Lower 70s for tonight, and for tomorrow we could be in the lower 90s. And in fact, we could be in the lower 90s each afternoon through much of next week. So yes, summer is here. We're not just seeing 90s a few days. We're seeing 90s every day. So I think that transition has pretty much ended from spring to summer. A light northwesterly breeze at around 2 to 8 miles per hour, and we'll keep the northeasterly breeze in the forecast for tomorrow, to a light extent though, at around 2 to 8 miles per hour. So we have the shortwave trough that produced all of this rainfall last night. It's now moving eastbound, and now we have more ridging across the area, and the main jet stream gets pushed to the north. We do have a few disturbances. The jet stream does remain active, but notice this one is going to bypass us to the north. This one likely going to move to our north as well. Could see some rain across the Arklatex moving towards Oklahoma, but I think most of that stays north of Acadiana, and our rain chances stay low finally through the next few days. 89 your high today, a 30% chance for showers, a northwesterly breeze at around 2 to 8 miles per hour. 7-day forecast has rain chances going down for tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, lower 90s each afternoon. Maybe a few isolated showers by Thursday and Friday of next week, but until then, a lot of sunshine on the way.
Oh, we need that clearing right there. We really do.
Yes, we need some sun, and we finally need a chance to dry out.
All right, thank you for that, Trevor. And just want to remind you all out there that all month, Kelavois is saluting 2024 graduating high school seniors from around Acadiana. So today, we recognize Michael Gudo of Eunice High School. Congratulations, Michael, on your achievements. And of course, the best of luck in your future endeavors. And once again, good morning to you, Acadiana. Time now on this Saturday morning is 5:13. Coming up, an Opelousas family